I mean, our shape, it's one thing we talk about a lot with our guys is that's one thing we can control. We can control what kind of shape we're in. And we can wrestle hard for 7 minutes. And when you wrestle hard for 7 minutes, good things happen. A guy like Willers, he beats an All-American. He put him on his back in the third period. And that's a huge win for him. But we got some guys that are scoring late in matches or scoring early in matches. I think the big thing that we're really trying to key on is that we're ready to go when we step out there. Because you're saying it doesn't look like we're wearing down maybe like some of those other teams. But if we're not ready as soon as we step out there and we build into it, then sometimes we're too far behind to make up that gap. But I like where our shape's at, and actually this time away will make our shape better. Because we're not peaking in December. We're peaking for March, so you get a little dip right here, and then you build back up, and then you build back up, and you work towards your peak. So I like where we're at as a team. Somebody asked me, well, how do you think you competed? And I'm like, well, okay. And I said, if I ever say great, then we would have had to really knock your socks off for me to say that we wrestled great. Especially when you got 20 plus 30 guys competing. There's always going to be some guys that stick out, and those are the guys that you think about as a coach. Because I'm maybe not thinking about Dylan as much. I'm thinking about Dylan because he's 11-7. He kept trying to do a switch, and guy rode him a little bit. But you think about some of the other guys that maybe missed some things here or there. So we got a pretty good idea where our guys need to go, what they need to do, and how we need to build them for the future. And Midlands will be another great opportunity for our guys to go out and compete. I know it's the 29th and 30th over in Evanston. If you ever get a chance to get over there, it's a great event. So, any other questions?
You've been in some tournaments already.
Yeah.
Is this a good measuring stick, the Midlands, for how you do stack up with the rest of the Division I teams?
We were just out in Las Vegas. We saw a bunch of top range Division I teams. We'll do it again. I think the big thing is we're doing 2-day events, so we're weighing in multiple days. Like the national tournament's 3 days. You're weighing in multiple days. You're wrestling multiple matches against top level guys. We don't want to be where we're up for one match, we're down for one. We got to be constantly up and ready every match when we're at these tournaments, and it's a good duplication of the national tournament. It's not exactly a national tournament, but it's a good indicator of how we're going to have. You could have a tough match the first round, second round, quarterfinals, semifinals, and it builds up, and you have a pretty big finals, out in a big arena, and that's why we want to wrestle in these type of events. And Midlands will be another good, I guess, measuring stick of where we're at as a team.